Hello, Jennifer. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so I'm just going to start right in. You have a beautiful website. You have clearly paid some money to put this together, and it's impressive. I will tell you that I'm not that interested in the aesthetic part of it because the aesthetic part of it is it's great. I mean, it's sort of like when you get your car out of the body shop and it has a new paint job, and you pull up to a friend's house and say, "Hey, want to go for a ride?" And they say, "Yeah." Then they hop in. That's exactly what's going to happen here. It's a nice, beautiful site. Somebody's going to get here and hop in. The problem is getting them here. And I can tell you right now that your site is underperforming, and you had hopes that it would do better than it's doing because you spent money on it, and it's good money. It was money well spent. I'm going to show you everything I do in my analysis, and I want you to bear in mind your own Google habits when you're watching this analysis, because it requires that you keep in mind how you use Google. Just so you understand what I'm telling you is not far-fetched or anything. Now, the first thing I do is I go and I look at, well, the site, of course, but then after that, I go and look at this paid tool that I have called Ahrefs. It gives me the metrics of your site and tells me how it's been performing. Now, the next thing I do is a regular old Google search, and this is, you can see, for Billings, Montana roofer. Now, this is time for me to talk a little bit about Google because not a lot of people know how it actually works. And Google is not a list of the best or ranked or anything like that. Here is what Google is looking for. Three basic things. There's more, but just three basic things. And those basic things really determine your placement on a Google search. The Google algorithm is control of all of those things. It searches the web night and day, does all sorts of calculations, and it's ready when searches happen. And it places the order of everything in a Google search. Now, the first thing you're going to come across in a Google search, especially for a business, is the paid listings. Those folks paid to be up there. And, you know, that's not such a bad thing to do. Underneath that is what we call the map pack, because these folks are all attached to that map over there. And, you know, that's a great place to be. And the only thing they did to get there, which was different from the folks underneath, was they filled out a Google Business Profile. Now, the Google Business Profile is available to anyone to fill out with a business. They ask you things like what year you started your business, your opening and closing hours, your website, obviously, and then there's tick boxes that you need to do to make sure that they conform with your business. And also they'll ask you to prove that the business is your own. So once that is done, hopefully, if you have done it thoroughly enough, because Google really rewards thorough. They are a computer company after all. Then you would get up here in the map pack. I generally suggest that somebody with experience and expertise fill it out for you so that you do get up here, because if you fill it all out great and you're still not here, that's a problem. So underneath that, however, we have what we call the organic search results. And here I have found that the very first listing here is Kirkness Roofing. Now, Kirkness, as you might see, is also here in the map pack, which shows you that you can be in both places. These are sort of treated like separate areas. If this ever expanded, it would have different than these folks do for a variety of reasons. But even these are still the placement of the Google algorithm. Now, this is the placement of the Google algorithm, totally and wholly. Organic is kind of a weird way of putting that it's not organic, to the degree that, like, this isn't random. This isn't something that's going to change from day to day unless something inside the website changes. And what would change inside the website are the things that I want to talk to you about, because those are the things, the other things that the Google algorithm is looking for. Now, I'm going to show you something with Kirkness right off the bat. Here is their site. I'm going to go show you your site, and I'm going to show you Google loves content, and I'm cutting and pasting your website, your homepage, into this word counter. You have 286 words. Google loves content, and the reason that they do is that they think that their search customers deserve to learn something about whatever it is that they are searching for. And so they have determined that 1,500 is the minimum number of words that a homepage should have in order to be considered legitimate enough to be placed well high on the Google search results. Now, as you can see, they have not reached 1,500, but because they are so close, that is one of the reasons that they are so high. But all words are not equal, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. You have 21 keywords on your, this is your site again on that paid tool that I have. You have 21 keywords on your website. Now, keywords are words that Google expects you to have on your site based upon sort of they take all of the words from all of the sites, from all of your competitors, they strip them out, they count them, and then they say, oh, these are the keywords. Then they look at the searches that they've been having, and they say, these are the key searches. So those become the keywords. Now, it's not just like a word. It's actually like phrases and whatnot. So here you have 21. Kirkness has 255. So you can see there's a little bit of a disparity there. You are behind in this little foot race by, what, 230. So that would be good for you to get those keywords up. I'm going to show you what their keywords are. We're going to try again here because my internet apparently didn't want to do what I wanted it to do. There we go. Now, obviously, roofing billings is like way up there. And then Kirkness Roofing, because that's their name, of course. But here, roofing companies billings. Now, companies is plural here, but I'm sure somewhere else down here it will be singular. Here it says contractor. I'm sure someone else down here it will be contractors. There it is. And the reason that I'm pointing that out is that the algorithm does not know our language. It only knows what it's looking for. And contractor is not the same as contractors. You see what I mean? It doesn't know singular and plural. It's just looking for words that it extracted from other sites. So it's not trying to make any sort of connection. And here's something, an easy way to, there we go, siding contractors, roofing companies in Montana, next day gutters, all sorts of things that have to do with your business, have to do with the community around you, the areas you serve, and whatnot. 3-tab versus architectural shingles. That's an interesting one. So I'm going to show you something, a very good example. And this will be just fast, but I'm going to search for the word best here, B-E-S-T. And you have one match for best. It says your job is to find not only the best, but the most reliable roofing company. Now, what you don't have here is that you are the best roofer in Montana. That would be a nice little phrase to have together because, and I hope that you understand this, Google searches are word searches. So if somebody comes and types in the best roofer in Billings, you're not necessarily going to come up because that's not how you have your best situated. You have one of the best or only the best. And so what you need to do is have greater pride and be a little boastful and say that you are the best roofing company in Billings. You are the best roofing company in Montana. Because if you don't have that in there when somebody searches for that, the Google algorithm is not thinking, well, this is close enough. It is looking for very specific things. So you want to make sure that you have everything that you need in your site that people might be searching for. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is backlinks. You have 38 of them. That is where you appear on somebody else's site, and there is a link back to your site. Now, you have 38. Kirkness has 483. I'm going to show you their backlinks. And here we are, expertise.com, yellowpages.com, Superpages, This Old House, a bunch of things, today's homeowner, a bunch of things that you would expect to be there. But they have a lot of garbage ones too. I bet if I scroll down to usroofingcompanies.com. Oh, look at this one, Zoloft100.com. Apparently they're listed there. Not a lot of people, as you can see, 23, go to Zoloft100.com to find the roofers in Billings. So that shouldn't surprise you. Anyway, these other sites are rated at 90s and 80s, 70s. That's what you want. You want to stick there. You want to get rid of any of them that are below, or just not, not try to court them. You want things that are highly rated, because these are the domain ratings. And the rating is something that Google takes seriously, because they figure that the more people that go to a site, that must mean the more important it is. And Google has the stats on that, how many people go somewhere based upon a Google search. So these folks like expertise.com are rated at a 90. Angie's List, for instance, is rated at a 91. It's a paid list, but some people use that because it's a good backlink. Now, that's exactly like somebody saying, oh, there's a whole bunch of people talking about this guy. And somebody else says, well, that must make him famous. That's exactly how the backlinks work. Google thinks you're famous if you have a bunch of people referring to you. So you want the backlinks. Now, here again are your stats. And I'm going to show you that your 21 keywords and 38 backlinks have resulted in 4 clicks to your site last month. Look at this beautiful site. Only 4 people saw it. That is not enough. And Kirkness, let's see, they have, oh, I have to go back up here and click again. Kirkness has 91. So they had almost a little over 3 clicks a week, or a day, excuse me. And that is more in line with what I would expect in your region, to have somebody clicking around. 93% of your traffic to your site is going to come through a Google search. And this is why I wanted to show you this, because Kirkness is up at the top for the reasons that I showed you. They have better backlinks, they have better keywords, and they have better traffic. All of that because of their placement in here. Now, I am going to All Seasons Montana. I'm going to show you, let's see here. I'm going to try to see if I can see you on the scroll down. And I just want you to think about your own Google searches, and especially I want you to think about how far down you scroll before you stop and say, you know what, I have what I need from here on up. I don't have to go any further down, because the further down I go, the less likely I'm going to find something that's worthwhile. I haven't seen you yet. Would you have stopped by now? There they are again, Kirkness. I even got in there twice. What do you know? So what I'm telling you is improve your Google status. Come up on these criteria here for the Google algorithm, and it will absolutely improve your place in the Google search, which is exactly what will bring you more money in your pocket. Now, I would assume that you would rather spend more time roofing than digging around in this sort of stuff from your website. So that being the case, you might want to give Eric a call. I'm sure he would be happy to guide you through the next steps. And I hope I have been helpful to you. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.